Express Inc. is an American fashion retailer that started in 1980. Thank you for your suggestions. The Limited Inc.'s beginnings can be traced to 1961, when Leslie Wexner dropped out of law school and went to work at a women's clothing store owned by his father in Columbus, Ohio. After a short time there, Wexner suggested to his father that business would improve if the store concentrated on sportswear, but his father, Harry Wexner, believed that a full product line was necessary to attract customers. Instead, he encouraged his son to try out the sportswear idea on his own, which Leslie Wexner soon did. 2 years later, in 1963, Wexner used a $5,000 loan from his aunt to open a 2,000 square foot store in Columbus's Kingsdale Shopping Center. Wexner christened it the Limited, named after the limited line of merchandise it carried. Wexner's goal was to gross $100,000 the first year, a goal which was surpassed with sales of $162,000. This success soon prompted the opening of a second store. By 1974, the Limited had more than 1,000 employees, and the company opened its 100th store 2 years later. The Limited did more than concentrate on a specific market segment. It segmented the segment. So it started in 1980 as an 8-store experimental division of women's specialty apparel and accessories targeting the 20 to 30-year-old customer, a younger market than the Limited. Limited Brands opened the first Express store as women's clothier Limited Express in Chicago's Water Tower Place. The company was launched with the idea that style, quality, and value should all be found in one place. They wanted to carry a modern, versatile, dual-gender apparel and accessories brand that would help people get dressed for every day and any occasion. Express is primarily known for their jeans and denim apparel, though. From the beginning, the Express had always been a brand of the now, offering some of the most important and enduring fashion trends. Express aimed to create confidence and inspire self-expression through a design and merchandising view that brought forward the best of now for real-life versatility. Former CEO Michael Weiss joined the brand in 1981 when the test expanded to include 8 stores. The division changed its name to Express in 1982. In 1986, Express had 250 stores and began testing the sale of men's merchandise in 16 stores the following year. In 1989, Express developed its own brand extensions, reaching out to the menswear market with Express for Men. The men's fashion line was spun off into its own brand known as Structure, which would be a separate store for men. In 1990, its beauty line became a standalone retailer called Bath & Body Works. By that time, the company had gone from zero to $1 billion in sales in just 10 years. In 2001, Express became a dual-gender brand with the reintegration of its Structure stores as Express Men. Dual-gender Express stores began operating the following year. In 2003, the company would spin off Structure stores when it was sold to Sears. Limited Brands sold its majority interest in Express in 2007 to a private equity firm called Golden Gate Capital Partners based in San Francisco, removing it from the larger family of holdings. The majority interest in the Limited, namesake, store of the company, also was sold during that year. In May of 2010, Express made its initial public offering. The company sold 16 million shares for $17 each, raising about $272 million. In 2012, after the sale of Express, the independent brand became known as Express Inc. By this point, Express stores were located across the country, primarily in high-traffic shopping malls, lifestyle centers, and street locations across the US, Canada, and Puerto Rico. By 2016, the company boasted a yearly earning of $2.1 billion. In 2017, the brand still saw reasonable success in the US. Harsh markets abroad caused Express Inc. to close all of its Canadian and British stores. In November of 2019, Express announced a spin-off called Up West, a new digitally native direct-to-consumer fashion and lifestyle brand geared towards health, wellness, and sustainability. But from 2020 and beyond, Express had been battling with soft consumer demand due to slower spending patterns and increased price sensitivity in discretionary categories. In April of 2023, Express Inc. and management firm WHP Global agreed to acquire Bonobos from Walmart. In August of 2023, Express announced that they would be laying off 150 workers in an effort to achieve $150 million in annualized expense reductions by the end of 2025. On October 24, 2023, Express warned that it may have to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection as it had been hit hard from COVID-19 pandemic, stating store sales had been declining for years and rising costs putting the company in heavy debt. By February 2024, Express warned it was preparing for a debt restructuring process and a bankruptcy filing within the upcoming weeks, and had hired M3 and Kirkland & Ellis to advise the company on discussions with lenders and bondholders. In April of 2024, the potential for bankruptcy grew and then became real. On April 2nd, Express warned that it could file for bankruptcy as soon as the following week, as it had asked its lenders to help finance the bankruptcy procedure. It was having trouble paying its creditors. On April 22, 2024, Express and all of its affiliated subsidiaries declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy in the U.S., listing assets and liabilities between $1 billion and $10 billion. The company announced plans to close 95 Express stores and all of its 12 Up West stores across its portfolio. The company also received a non-binding letter from WHP Global for the sale of most of its stores, operations, and assets. Before the filing, the company operated about 530 Express retail and Express factory outlet stores in the US and Puerto Rico, in addition to roughly 60 Bonobo guide shop locations, as well as online operations for these brands. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Thanks.